Well, Chin, what I'm hearing you say is that you want this fast.
Yes, I do want it back, and I don't want to keep coming back either.
Well, let's look at it in a realistic term. How old are you?
I'm 22.
So this issue of anger didn't just start overnight.
No.
And I would be correct in assuming you've had this anger for a long time in your life.
Yes.
So, well, I know for me, in my situation when I had anger issues before I started seeking out some treatment.
Do you have anger problems?
Yes, I can, and that's why I went and got therapy for it.
Well, I always thought people like you, therapists and all that, you guys were just perfect.
Well, we're human beings too, and even though we've got an education, we still have the same issues as everybody else. So, I know what it's like to have to go through.
Wow. I would have never thought.
And so what I want to do is just encourage you that you need to get better is the key, and you don't want to do this in a fast way. So in me having to address this a long time ago, several things that I used helped me to get better. And I knew at the time that I sought out help that I didn't want to get any worse and have to go get legal issues started on me. I didn't want to hit anybody or anything like that. And I wanted to get it taken care of before it got out of control.
Yeah, I don't want things to get worse or go to jail or, worse, hit my woman or my child.
So I'm hearing you want your child and girlfriend with you in a relationship.
Yes, I love them, and I wish this anger stuff would just stop, and we could just move on. I don't understand why this has to take so long.
Well, like I said, it's taken a long time to get to this point, and a lot of areas in our life can cause these things, not only the way we think, but the way we act, and the things that we put into our body. So what I want you to do, and what I'm hearing you want to do, is to commit to getting better, to help your relationship, and having a better relationship with your child and your girlfriend. So what I'm suggesting here, and you have the option to choose, would you want to commit to the anger management groups? There are 4 sessions, but like you said, you didn't want to go to all 4 sessions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you the opportunity to go to the first 2 sessions. So like I said, there are 2 classes a week, but they're 1 hour each. And I'd like for you to go to 2 sessions. And if you don't see any improvement after those first 2 sessions whatsoever, you come to me and tell me, and we'll see what we can do differently. Does that sound fair?
Sure. You're not going to demand me to go and do these
No,
things?
this is your treatment. This is your life, and I want you to be in charge of it. And I want you to learn how to in healthy ways, control your anger. Everybody's going to get angry, but I want you to learn healthy ways to manage that. This is in your hands, and you can improve. But I want you to choose what's best for you.
Wow, I figured you were just going to make me do it. I like that I get a choice in it.
Well, that's good. That's what I want you to do. You always have choices in therapy or any part of your life. Now, I'm here to help you reach your goals, but I want you to be in charge of those choices.
Okay, well, definitely try that then.
Okay. So I'm going to give you some opportunities to kind of address in this next week. Not only will you be going to those 2 anger management sessions, I want you to also kind of think about how your diet is. What foods you eat. Are you eating a healthy diet? Because an unhealthy diet will increase your anger. And things like caffeine, coffee, energy drinks, Monster drinks, anything like that are high in sugar and caffeine.
So I do consume a lot of energy drinks, but I get sugar-free ones. And I do drink a lot of coffee. But if I don't, I won't have any energy.
Well, and that's where all of these areas that we're going to address kind of work together. The goal is for you to have a healthy energy, not a fast, quick energy like you're getting from your caffeine. And even though it's diet, they're still giving you some unhealthy chemicals that are processed that don't always have an end result that's good for people with anger issues.
Oh, I guess I never considered that.
Another thing is eating fast foods, processed foods, canned foods. So what you need to consider is just to think about, do you eat fresh fruits and vegetables? And if you do, and you eat them raw, that's one thing. But then if you cook them, what are you cooking them in? Are you cooking them in an animal fat versus, say, a natural fat like coconut oil or sunflower oil?
Yeah, probably. I don't do a lot of the cooking, but my girlfriend's been on a healthy kick lately. I've been really fighting it because I like my fast food. I like my...
And that's certainly understandable. I mean, I'm not saying you have to cut out 100% of it, but maybe just incorporate some of these healthy things into your diet, just to start out with one time a week.
I could try it. I mean, my family growing up, we ate pretty healthy.
That's good.
And I guess I just kind of got stuck in a rut of just, being at work and, grabbing something fast. I'm sure my wife or my girlfriend wouldn't mind, fixing lunch or something.
Absolutely. I'm sure she would really like that. And I'm thinking that in the end, that's going to be a real help to you. There's some other things I want to offer. Exercises, various ways of bringing in more healthy oxygen into your body. And I know a lot of people don't realize that has a lot to do, oxygen levels, with how our anger is. So, breathing exercises. Going for a walk at the beach is very good. And since you had mentioned that, how healthy it is for you after you get done, how good you and the baby all feel, I think that's a wonderful opportunity. So you might consider doing that more often.
Well, I do like getting away, having family time, and it seems like the ocean air just clears my mind.
Absolutely. It's very good for us.
Sound of the waves, all that.
That's very relaxing. There's also some other mindful breathing that you can do. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples, and I'd just like for you to just kind of carry them with you. And when anger starts to occur or you get into an intense moment, try a couple of these things and see if they help you relax. Or if you sense yourself getting into an intense situation, try using these instead of reacting to an anger. So one that I like to recommend is what I call the 4-7-8.
Okay.
That's taking a deep breath, and in taking that deep breath, you take it in for a full 4 seconds. And then I want you to hold it in you for 7 seconds. And then as you exhale it for 8 seconds.
Okay, I guess I could try that real quick. I don't see how breathing's going to help, but...
Give it a shot and see what you think. So let's inhale for 4 seconds. And hold it for 7. And exhale for 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a little better.
Good.
I can feel the relaxation, feel my whole body relax.
Absolutely, and that helps us to just stop and really focus on us. So that's a real good way to kind of help you through some intense moments. Another thing is using your 5 senses. So I like to do a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you start with number 5. You want to close your eyes and listen for 5 things that you hear. Then open your eyes and look for 4 things that you see. 3 things that you touch. 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can remember tasting at that moment. And doing that, focusing on those 5 senses, will help you to relax, and your focus is off of whatever is making you angry at that moment.
I think give that a try. It makes sense to focus on something else other than my anger.
Okay. There's just one more thing I'd like to offer you, and that is when you get really angry, especially on a hot day, is to run your hands under cold tap water, or just hold some ice cubes in your hand for a little bit and focus on the look and the feel of how the temperature is and what's going on in your body and how you can start to feel that stress level reduce. And at the same time, you can be doing your deep breathing. So that can help in many ways to decrease that anger at that moment in time.
I mean, I guess I could try it.
Okay. So tell me, how do you think the session went today? What is your opinion on what's going on right now?
Well, it's better than I thought it would be. I mean, you've actually given me options, and like I said, I'll try the techniques that you gave me.
Okay.
I don't like that it's going to take a little while, but I guess, I mean, I want to be able to fix this.
Right. And, you know, like I said, it's only a month out of your life, and at the end of that month, if you do complete the anger management groups and everything, you can say either that you tried or that you feel a lot better. And I think you should kind of think about that, having the choice of trying to just feel better.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt.
That's good. I'm glad you're keeping an open mind for it. So what I'd like for you to do is, if you'll go out and schedule another session for next week, I would like to see you right after the second session of your anger group, and come in and let me know how that comes about. And we can schedule, say, about the same time.
Okay.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you again, Shannon. You have a good week.
Thank you.
Thank you.